Hey guys, so I was thinking about something and I just wanted to come here quickly to say something. So I recently went on one of these patriarchal TikTok lives that I mentioned one time. So I came across those same guys I talked about, some Igbo patriarchal guys, and they were having a live and they were having a discussion. It was very interesting because I was just listening to their mindsets and I thought to myself, you know what? Let me just say something. Right, let me say something. Let me add my 2 cents too, because at the end of the day, the way to really push towards change is through conversation, right? Conversations are the way that we move forward in overcoming mental blocks or cultural patterns, in really coming face to face with some of the thought patterns that we've held, right? No matter what we call them, whether they are cultural or whether we feel like, oh, it's our tradition, the way to really explore or analyze what you have held and what you have believed is really to think, right? So I thought to myself, you know what? Rather than just sort of dismiss these guys as patriarchal or backward in their thinking, give your 2 cents, right? So I kind of went up there on one of their lives that they were having. It was quite interesting and I thought, okay, I can say something. There's something here for me to say to hopefully sway some or get people thinking towards what I believe is the way that we should be thinking progressively. So I go on this live, and when it was my turn to pick on the topic, the hosts, begin to ask, so are you married? They begin to ask these questions, are you married? And I'm like, well, I am divorced. But at first I was a bit taken aback because I was there to give my opinion about the topic of discussion. And so it threw me off a little bit. And I was like, that's not really why I'm here. Right, I kind of wanted to talk about him, and he goes like, "Oh, don't muzzle me. In this place, we are honest. We are honest. If we ask you a question, you just say it out. Honest. So please, if I ask you again, don't tell me you don't want to." I was like, it's such a horrible it's just the exact sort of mentality that we're trying to push against people who feel like you must do things my way. So people cannot have their boundaries. So on your platform, you feel like your platform does not have boundaries. If you ask a question, people must tell you everything you want to know because it's your platform. It's such a stupid, backward, it's such a barbaric mentality for anyone to have. That you think that because it's your platform, people cannot have their own personal boundaries about what I don't want to share. So at this time, I was now like, I don't really want to talk about it. Anyway, he kind of gave me audience to talk and to give my own 2 cents about what I wanted to talk about, the topic of discussion. And I said what I wanted to say. And then he kind of circles back to, okay, so you have said that you're not married or you're divorced. So now that because he tried to weasel out a response from me based on how I came to the UK. So now that you said that you came through your husband, and we know that when someone brings someone is because they love them, can you tell us what happened? And I was like, I'm sorry, I'm not, that's not what I'm here to do. I came to give my own opinion. And then he butted me out of the live and said, talking about how every year, all of us are straightforward, we are honest. And that's one thing I noticed as well, is the intrusiveness, the fact that there is a topic of discussion happening, but then when a person wants to contribute to the discussion, they begin to ask intrusive questions. Are you married? What are you doing? Okay, if you're not married or you have children, so the children that you have, is it... And sometimes I wonder why people go to those lives and entertain this foolishness, right? Because it is foolishness for a person to not respect your own personal boundaries. I don't want to talk about my family. So you think that I'm going to come on your so-called platform to begin to talk about my ex-husband or the father of my children for the benefit of your platform. So you think I have no loyalty to my family because essentially they are still my family. I'm still connected to these people. I will come to your platform to talk about my story because you said, yeah, we call it out. We call it out. It's just so silly. And I just wanted to say to anyone who goes or visits those platforms that it is within your rights to actually say to anybody, I'm sorry, I don't want to talk about private aspects of my life. And nobody should force you to share about your life. Nobody should force you. And if you wanted to make a contribution and they don't let you because you're not responding to their questions and their queries, right? Be very happy to log off and to not even log on to that stupid platform anymore. There are so many other healthier platforms where conversations are free. Conversations are not, before you contribute, you must tell us your own dirty laundry. Like, are we even in nursery school? Is it kindergarten? And that is the issue that I have with some Igbo men, especially these kinds in this category. It's still a problematic pattern of reasoning, of thinking, just not being enlightened enough to even respect people's personal boundaries. You know, personal boundaries, like personal stories. You can't even respect people's personal stories. And this is one of the problems that they are having. And I heard that this host, from some of the things I've seen online, is like he has issues with his own family or whatever. And most of the men who come there will have issues, and they're just there validating the issues that they have and swapping stories. And the issue is, that is why you have issues, because you don't respect other people. You have absolutely no respect for other people, but you want everyone to respect you as the man. It's not fair now. It's not fair. Have respect for other people, okay? So I just wanted to say, if you visit those platforms, please, you're not in any way obligated to share your story, even if they ask, okay? There's no obligation on you to do that. And if they are not happy with your refusal to share your story, please be very happy to log off from the platform of amebo seeking men, okay? Just wanted to say that.